actually creating a regrowth in ourselves and others. In old folks' homes, when they're given plants, like one group is given plants, like an exotic orchid, it's really hard to take care of, and they're told, don't worry about it, this is for you to enjoy, you don't have to take care of it. And the other group is told, this is really hard, here's the paperwork, you have to take care of it, but it's yours to enjoy. Guess who lives longer? Those that are caring for others. Those that are taking care of something. We need to be needed. You got to rant the other day about that. That's why dogs are good, right? Because the dogs need you, and you need to live for things. You need to live for family. You need to live for each other. That's how we heal. And that's why when we have world crisis go on, or your city's in crisis, people that have met together in the streets to like help each other, after the crisis report missing a community that was brought together in that time. We miss each other and we're hiding behind TV screens all day. Bless America. That's why we're all hiding now. Okay, opening up the compassionate heart, do some yoga, do some meditation. It's all really good for you. Create connection and community. And hitting on all these things. Good for me, I stayed on point. We're moving right along. So first. So good. Okay. To love someone is to sing the song with their heart back to them when they've forgotten. One of my favorite concepts in saying, which is when we see others in pain, how do we react? We often turn away. We're coming back to the turning away from that which we do not like to turning towards. What do we do with our elderly? Where are our blind? Where are the people that can't hear? Where are all those people that are having a really hard time and might not be able to make your day flow really well? They're not around. You don't really make a system that includes them very much in everyday life. And actually, I would say Mexico is a lot better than places I've been all over the United States. I was in Navajo last year, and the amount of assistance that people and elderly are getting on a daily basis, visual, you can see it, you can feel it. I felt that also when I was 10 years ago. So it's a lot of, if we turn towards those in suffering, and we are able to sit with our own discomfort, with not being able to always fix it, with not always being able to be strong enough or having enough. That's where a lot comes from when your eyes closed. And that's why people try and outsource. So, it is not survival of the fittest, it is survival of the nurtured. Start with yourself and the people around you in the world, and nurture the best in people, even if they're not able to bring their best self. Imagine if all of your relationships were like that. One of my favorite women, she looks like a cartoon sexy spy, but she really does work like the CIA. And she reads body language, she looks like Barbie. And she was saying how, with her body language, she came home and her 4-year-old son ran out of the room, slammed the door to his bedroom, and was yelling. And her first reaction was like, well, I'll just take the door off its hinges, and that's what we do when we slam doors in this house. But because she could see past what his expression was, she went in and sat with him and said, "Bud, what's up?" And what was up is she was only visiting her a weekend, and she had 2 sons and a husband, and everything she did made time for everyone as a group, but no time for him alone. And he was really, really sad and missed her. If we can read pain on each other's faces instead of anger or frustration, or that person being bitchy to you at the coffee shop, if we can just take a moment to understand each and every one of us, if we are in an environment that is toxic to us, be it food, be it energy, be it whatever, we react that same way. And to understand that allows you to then turn every tool and weapon that you hold right, we can take that and turn it into growth. Meditate on death every day. Okay, so I studied Del Sart. Del Sart, if you don't know, is a study of body language, but it's mostly for people like dancers. So when you want a better tonality in your voice, or the ballet, and they're trying to convey a certain emotion with their bodies, Alexander technique, and all of these sorts of things. Belsart is the most amazingly precise way I have learned to use cueing other people to integrate these things into your body so that not only you can communicate better, but you can heal. So I've studied like all of the yoga things, and I'm really nerdy about anatomy and anusara and all of the loops and the spirals and the chakras and everything. But how do you tell just a person that walks into your yoga class all of that by saying kneel down and do warrior pose, and that's what I do. So what I do when I do teach classes is to move people in such a way that mixes all of this stuff together so that you can start to, it's a decomposition. So if you think of going on a diet like that takes everything out and then brings it back in, you're flushing your body of the programming. You're taking time to intentionally move your body in a way that is going to make it move, like they say with psilocybin and things, or like the EMDR. It scrambles parts of your brain so that you can then have a new growth pathway. So our myelin is going this way instead of that way. This is another way that you can shake that up and become instantly a different feeling person. One of the things that I like to show people that describes this is, what side of your hand do you show a stray dog that you don't know? Thank you for IP. The back of your hand. Most people says the dog people. That is very wrong. Why? Has anyone ever asked why? Who made it up? Did we talk to the dogs and say this is the side we shall say hi on? No. This side of your hand isn't threatening. It looks like you can't put weight on it. You're not going to pinch it. Slap them. That's fun. This side says it's going to grab you or push you. It's body language. Dogs stare at our left eye to see if we're telling the truth. They only respond to one eye. The majority. These are things about us we don't think about because we think we dominate nature. We're not part of nature. We are nature. He said even like dogs do different than most dogs. There are dogs out there that say so and write books about it. So, Belsart goes over mental, moral, and vital. That's a lot of this mind, body, soul, spirit, all of those things, but they're in your bones on your body. So when we move our lower lid to open our eye versus our upper lid, we're meaning different things, we're doing different things, we're taking in different information, and we're sending off those signals to each other. So neat. So the other part that I like to explain with dance and with movement is the forearm. You look at the arm. The hand is mental. So when somebody's thinking and moving around, and their hands are kind of like this, if I was talking like this, you could probably notice that I was like nervous or something, or clenching my fist. Mental activity is shown in our hands. So if your hands are relaxed, when you think of a ballerina, they always have like a poise and relax to them. They're not going to be like, the forearm shows emotion, and if you're talking upper arm, this is bodily function. So this is where you get the grab, the sports. Like, we're going to kill things, we're like lifting things, we're going to punch things. That comes from here. So when dance movement goes from your shoulder, it's a little bit more aggressive. When it comes from the forearm, you get heart-centered. When you get people moving, again, there's a lot of ballet arms. But when you're moving and you think of moving from the back of your hand or your forearm, your movement gets soft and expressive and is actually in harmony. So when all of your things are together, you're working in harmony. And that's why our eye is actually like it and it's more beautiful. Because when the posture posture looks strong, we feel comfortable. Nobody's gonna break leg, when it looks weak or distorted, we don't like it. So, how many minutes are we on? Nobody's putting it. Okay. So, anybody heard of victory pose? I can't do it. Both arms. TED talks about it. They were talking about if you stand in victory pose for 7 minutes before you have to do public speaking, it changes the testosterone in your body and it gives you this and this. So does everything else. We're driving a vehicle and nobody gave us a driver's license. You can tune all of your own little things as you go if you just learn how to move your body that way and feel that way. The way that you move your body conveys feeling, and this, if you're a dancer, solves the question of appropriation versus appreciation. Because if you understand the feeling of your movement, you don't insult people. Just read the book. 10 minutos. Okay. Meditation is like a football field. That's my cue. So. If you watch sports, you know that the field is an exact science. It doesn't have to be football. I just dated a football girl. So, the field is the science itself. And if the field is messed up, or if it's raining or it's snowing, it doesn't matter who's playing the game.